Glad to have you with us from Las Cruces, New Mexico, and Aggie Memorial Stadium, home of the New Mexico State Aggies, and we have a showdown coming up in the land of enchantment. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the New Mexico State Aggies. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Flames will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the New Mexico State Aggies offense takes the field to start this game off. This has an old school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
Speeding down the left side. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Flames offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play. Well, they immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Fires left. He's got an open man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Flames will hustle to the line.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Chase. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the Flames will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting...
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now first and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game. They had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oaks. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Back to throw, it's Chase. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The Flames send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole, and you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Finding an escape route. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll ride his man on the option. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
And on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now on the option. Now the toss. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
To the air, it's Chase. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Flames will send out the punt unit. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's looking to throw it. With the catch, it's Andrews. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. That's the end of the quarter. New Mexico State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. They'll run the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And the Aggies get it past the sticks.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
On the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And he made the extra point without problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, punt, punt. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you. A sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
From the gun, running back on the move. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Open runway ahead. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Flames. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. On the option. He breaks a tackle. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Looking for a man. It's Chase. Got his man on the right. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Flames looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
And on 2nd and short, no tight formation here. 3 receivers left. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They got him on the ground, but not before he gives New Mexico State a 1st down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Feeling some heat. They've got the screen set up. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell, pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. Quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest with the big boys out in front, creating a pass.
They'll throw it on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to throw, it's Briggs. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Quarterback will keep it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Chase. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Flames want to pick up the tempo. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Here we go. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet moved.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
I think you've seen 2 plays back-to-back now with poor pass protection. Guys have to do a better job. You've got a golden chance here to put a touchdown on the board. 2 consecutive plays, they can't protect the QB.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt.
That makes the score New Mexico State 35, Liberty 13.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going up top on 1st down. Trying to get to him. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Complete to the back. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Briggs. They're bringing heat. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like it's been a terrific scene there today in Las Cruces.
New Mexico State will kick it away to open this third quarter. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Backing up and backing up on the first two plays, now to try to throw it and drive on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Flames will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Line gets set, first down. On the option, he'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the option. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first down. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football and getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Aggie. And the pummeling has started.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They move the tight end all over. To the air. It's Chase. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
From the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. And the Flames will punt it away on fourth down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Pass to 45. He's off to the races. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released a pass that's incomplete.
Oftentimes defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. That's caught. It's Kelly.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th-down attempts, they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The completion well past the sticks. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. They're working that left side. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And the route is on. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Off the RPO, complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the 1st, and we got a fresh set of downs.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
You want to have a lot of success on defense, make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a clue.
Working the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. They dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. The option look. The pitch. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They go to the ground. Shakes off the tackler. A huge play is coming back because of the penalty. The defense says wouldn't have got the huge play without committing the penalty. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The aerial assault continues. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
To throw, it's Chase. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's loose. They bring him down with a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When it gets in long yardage situations defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now...
Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Got room at the 35. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
And he finally breaks when they get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Now on the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
He'll toss it. Headed to the end zone. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. They'll run the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Come on, set.
This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Aggies! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Fellas, few matchups need as little explanation as to just how intense as they are as LSU and Alabama, and we've got the latest. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go well.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Flames decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He's got great speed. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Return team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down.
Get set, get set.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. The expressway is wide open. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Are you ready?
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30.
Lasso, lasso. Go,
Quarterback
go.
checking off. He wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Chase. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
Makes his connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Flames will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Line gets set, first down. On the option. He'll pitch it. Across the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Now the pitch. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. ULM rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still...
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's second down. To the air, it's Chase. Pocket starts to collapse. And the throw out to the sideline with just a few yards.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next year.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too.
Off he goes. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. He'll toss it. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch.
And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. At the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Liberty. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
To the air on first down. Looking for a huge play. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
Result of the play is a turnover.
After this, it'll be a wrap.
Easy.
To the air, it's Chase. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. And where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
And the extra point is good, and that's the way we'll wrap it up. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.